The meeting is being live streamed. I just depressed, got it right?
We're live. How exciting
Oh,
is this? Except
I've lost you. Sorry about that. What did I do?
It's all good. Welcome, everybody. I'm Annette McCoy. You have tuned in to Angel Heart Radio, and we're so pleased that you have. Rosemary Butterworth is with me this morning, and it's always delightful to have Rosemary with us. And when I can find the, here we are. Honestly, I thought I had this down pat. Never. Rosemary, welcome again to Angel Heart Radio. And thank you, everybody, wherever you have joined us from. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to us. Where today, Rosemary and I are going to be talking about finding your new reality by stepping up. Because do we realise, I mean, Rosemary, it's a big question, but it's simple, because so often we're looking outside ourselves to solve problems rather than looking at ourselves saying, yep, I can do it.
Yes, it's very true. Stepping up to a new reality makes me laugh with what happened to me 2 days ago. And I'd like to share it with our viewers and listeners. And I'm asking you all to let me know if this is true. So I was telling somebody yesterday that a bee flew into my hair, got caught up, and I was trying to get it out, and it stung me right on the crown. It was incredibly painful, Annette. Oh, I screamed. It was just so painful. John took out the stinger, which he shouldn't have done apparently with the tweezers, because that released more poison. You're just supposed to scratch it out, never pull out the stinger with a tweezer. So the beekeeper told me later. Now, when I was sharing with a friend yesterday that the bee had stung me right on the crown, and she said, oh, do you know what the shamans always did when they had a job to do? The way they'd pick the person to do it was to wait to see who the bee stung. And now I want to ask our listeners, have they heard that story before or not, or what were their comments on that? Because I want to know, as I got stung by a bee, what my job is. Oh, dear. So perhaps I'm meant to be helping people realise that they are the answer to finding a new reality, to know it's in them.
I figure that's exactly right.
Yeah. Right, because I found this article by Julia Griffin. Julia Griffin has a website, One True Self, and it is just perfect. And if I may, Annette, I'd just like to read a couple of paragraphs of what she said. One of the greatest truths is that you are the answer. When you meditate, pray, and see the world in a better way, you are making a difference. When you choose kindness, you're creating a better world. I love this paragraph. When you lift your vibration by changing a thought from negative to positive, when you refuse an old emotion and replace with a response, you're creating a big and better change. Each time you raise your vibration, send love and light or focus on your heart. You're choosing a higher frequency, a new way of being. Each time you commit to spiritual change, your actions increase evolution of all. Thank you for your light Thank you for being you. And I thought, that is so true. Thank you all for being you.
Yes, yes, because we've all chosen to be here at this time. No matter whether we're scratching our heads and going, my goodness me, why did I do this? But it's such an important time, such an interesting time. And yes, if we can encourage others and remind ourselves, I mean, do you think the bee was reminding you big time? And it hurt like...
Oh, it was just so painful. And see, the next day even it was painful. I couldn't sort of raise my eyebrows or move my head or comb my hair. I'm saying, I can't do anything.
Do you think it's like, Rosemary, have you got the message?
Well, I think it's like, Rosemary, practice what you teach others.
Well, yeah. And that's, yes, a timely message for everyone, because so often we can have the advice, if you like, or how often do I say something to someone else and go, oh, that's a nice little reminder to me.
That's exactly right. You know, hanging on to emotions is the silliest thing we can do. And yet, sometimes we think, but I was right. I've told him I'm right. You know? And I had a client yesterday, and he is in financial need at the moment. His business isn't doing very well. And he has so much anger. When I looked at his energy field, he had rejection, anger. His parents had cut him off because there was a big argument. His father was drinking and was very violent. So he left home. And parents, he wouldn't have anything to do with them. So now they won't have anything to do with him. And I saw so accurately that this was affecting his second chakra. The anger was built up there in his first and second chakra. They don't love me, you know, they wouldn't have, my father wouldn't have been violent to me if I, you know, all that stuff. And I could see this was stopping his creativity. It was stopping his finances coming in. And I said to him, you need to do a lovely meditation or a ceremony on forgiveness. They're not going to change at their age. Your father's not going to give up drinking. But perhaps if you forgive him and can genuinely send him love, that might help him. But when we hold on to anger because we're right, the only person that hurts is us. And if we're stepping up into a new reality, it's like Julia Griffin said, when we let an old emotion go, there's space in our bodies for love. There's space for creativity, for new ideas. When fear goes, our brow chakra works, and we can pick up knowings. Yes, that's what I should be doing now. As I said to one lady, you have a talent in this area. She has a talent to make things look beautiful, to make homes look beautiful. I said, build a business on that. Go in, you know, you're starting off, You have some friends who want their place, the energy change in the house. That's what people are really asking you, I said to her. What don't they like about their houses? They don't like the energy in it. So by you going and changing the cushions on the sofa or whatever you're doing, suggesting this room be painted this colour, this picture be hung over there, not over there, you're changing the energy. You help people expand and step up. And it's simple. My niece has started a business like that, and it's booming. She used to start doing it for friends, Now she's got a real business. Because people like good energy.
Indeed.
They like living in good energy. Yeah.
The thing is, Rosemary, for us to, this is what I'm learning, for us to listen to our hearts and what makes my heart sing? What do I enjoy doing? And that's what you suggested to this woman. And we can say that to everybody, to look within ourselves and it's amazing how also when we listen, I don't know about you, but I find the more if you send out to God or the angels, what am I love the way you start each day. How can I be of service today? And we're shown. When we trust, we are shown.
Exactly. And when, as you said, the important word is when we listen. We have to still the mind, connect to heart, and just listen. And a wonderful way to still the mind is to connect to one or more of the senses. And this is why I always start a meditation. Feel your feet on the floor. And as we feel our feet on the floor, brings us into the present moment. And the mind stills, and then we can hear. We can listen to the meditation, or we can hear our guidance, or wherever we are. We can know what the heart is telling us that we would enjoy doing. We can change that emotion. Because half the time we think with our emotional body, when I'm right, I'm not going to do that. He's got to see that I'm right. That was me. I always wanted to be right. Oh dear, poor John, my husband.
Isn't there a saying about would you rather be right or happy?
I'm sure. So if we let go the emotion, and in the meditation I'll help you line your bodies all up so that your physical body, your energy body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body come into alignment and work together, and you're a whole person.
Beautiful.
And that will be good. Yeah.
Now,
then we
Rosemary,
can step up.
Excellent. Are you, I know, is it time for meditation? In the chat, I have put your link to a very recent meditation that you did, and I want to draw people's attention to that. If they go to Angel Heart Radio Facebook page, they will find that link, and I will put it up again later. It's so easy to click on a link rather than having to search for something. So, Rosemary, thank you for being so thoughtful and giving us the opportunity to place that link up there.
That's my pleasure. The link will take you to other videos as well. And there's short meditations. There's one there, only 7 minutes if you haven't got a lot of time. And there's the latest one, as you said, that I did, and that's about 20 minutes. And that was a very, very powerful one. And, they might enjoy that one too. So they will know. They'll be guided which one. There's another one called Letting Go. When you choose, like, to view all the videos, there's one called Letting Go, and that's had a lot of views, sort of thing. People find that useful at that time. They might be letting go. I am right.
Yeah. Laughter is so important too. When we're able to laugh at ourselves and see that, I've been holding that. How silly. We're not putting ourselves down, we're able to laugh and then hopefully change our behaviour.
Yes. Rather than say I'm going to laugh at myself, I say I laugh with myself.
Yes.
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 I
nearly used that word then. I thought, laugh with myself, because I know it's important to laugh with others as well. I actually say that to my grandchildren, because I realised, especially with my first grandchild, I was laughing at her antics, and I'm thinking, she might be misinterpreting what my responses. So I said, sweetheart, I'm laughing with you.
That's lovely, yes. As you say, Annette, laughter is the most wonderful medicine. Laughter is something that makes your heart lift, changes your vibration, fills the house with higher energy. It's really good to laugh. Yes. Oh, fantastic. I had my son Peter here. He was on Zoom with us once, and he was here for about a month, and he teased me all the time. And I'd never stop laughing, because I'd say to him, I'm going to get out my wooden spoon and smack him like when he was a child. And it was very funny. We had the best time. And truly, I felt so well while he was here laughing. It's really good. Oh, it's fantastic.
That is another reminder. How much laughter do we bring to the day? I know there are laughter clubs where you can go and simply laugh. I know some yoga classes have laughter in them.
That's a fantastic point, what you just said, which is, how much laughter do we bring to the day? Or are we waking up and thinking of all that's wrong with the day? Right? So while you could laugh at this, while Peter was here, I thought, I'm not funny. I can never think of anything funny to say. So I read a magazine, and there was a little joke in the magazine, and I rehearsed it in my mind, So I said to him, I'm going to tell you a joke. There was two old people, and they were sitting at this flower show, and they were very bored. And he said, yes. And I went, what's the next line? I said, I know. One was called Jean, and she said to a friend, I'm going to go take all my clothes off, and I'm going to walk through this pavilion naked. A friend said, what? Jean! As Jean took all her clothes off, and she walked through the pavilion naked. And when she got back, she said, that was amazing. And it was then I forgot the punchline. Which was, I just remembered it, which was, a friend said, what happened? And Jean said, I won first prize. I won $1,000. And she showed her a voucher. What category? Dried plant.
Ah!
So that's my effort at telling a joke. But we laughed because I couldn't remember the punchline.
Well, yes, I went through a stage of doing that. I think there's an art to joke telling, and I think I get the laughs because, like you, I'll forget the punchline, or I'm not very good at telling a joke. Whereas some people, they seem to have a memory for jokes, and they can sit there and just keep sending, sharing one joke after another, and
Yes.
it's a wonderful, wonderful skill.
It is a wonderful skill. But what you said is, how much laughter are we bringing to the day?
Mm-hmm.
To step up and make a difference, we can notice what we're thinking. Am I thinking, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to put a load of washing on, I've got to get... Or, oh, wow, when I finish the washing, I'm going to do this.
Mm.
You know, I can do that today. I might go and ring up Janet and go and have a cup of coffee with her. Think of something that will make your heart sing, as you say. You know, you haven't got to think of what's heavy and wrong with the day. Yeah, get it in perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's step up and make a different reality. Let's help create all together. Make a difference. Create
That
a different reality.
is essential. There are lots of people within Australia at the moment that I'm especially aware of who are uniting as communities. And I think when especially through adversity, we have more of an opportunity to step up.
Oh, in Australia, the floods have been devastating. And the reaction from the community in other areas coming in to help them is wonderful, incredible. People turning up in droves to help clean up, take away the mess, look after them, bringing clothes, funding. It's just, the community's heart just opens up to people in need, in adversity, you know. So if we could live like that all the time and share like that all the time and care for each other all the time, we'd have a new reality here. Definitely.
Well, see, Rosemary, you do live by example in so many different ways. With your beautiful vegetable garden, you quite often have a plethora and more than you can use.
Yes.
And so you put them on a table outside your property for
Yes.
people to take. Well, how lovely is that?
Well, it's a way of sharing, isn't it? You know, sort of thing. Because like the cucumbers, the vines, when you put in half a dozen plants, you get an awful lot of cucumbers, and then I put more cucumbers in. So I had so many. And so you put a little box of vegetables out and, share with whoever drives past. Put some out the other day, some zucchinis out, and they were gone like that. And that warms my heart. Yes, feels good. Yeah.
A friend up in central Victoria has set up a book exchange. She was aware that some books were being thrown out, and how wonderful that she had the facility, this gorgeous little cabin, if you like. It was Santa's cave at Christmas, and now it's a book exchange. And I was there over the weekend, and a lady stopped, had a book in her hand, and she swapped it. And it's just fabulous to know. And in Lindeen said to this woman, well, take as many as you like and, enjoy your read, because being in the country, it's not necessarily a 5-minute drive. And so
No.
how wonderful that, yes, this lady can take books, bring books, and other people can too. There's quite a selection. There are children's books, adults, novels, covers for everything, as well as non-fiction. So, and all of these books that would have hit the rubbish collection are being reused and utilised.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Fabulous.
Perhaps our readers can think of other ideas like that we can share in community and let us know, either in the chat room or put it on Angel Heart Facebook page, and that would be a good idea. And
I'd like to welcome Carol and Elaine Ann. Gorgeous Elaine Ann will be with me next week, Rosemary. Elaine is a reader. She's she's very talented in the area of numerology. So we're going to be looking at people's dates and what that says about us. I'm always fascinated by what palm readers can see, what numerologists can see from our own numbers, and it explains a lot about what we might be doing in our lives, and it can also give us direction.
Yes, definitely. Has she got anything she'd like to say about today? The number today?
Over to you, Elaine. I wonder how fast she can type. Now, you're talking about the date in specifically today. Of course, St. Patrick's Day here in Australia.
Yes.
I'm wearing blue, not green. And so are you. Don't they say blue and green should not be seen without a colour in between?
Yes.
All these funny things, and yet blue and green I think go together very nicely.
Yes.
So, stepping up, how can we? I think it's practice, isn't it? And it's those little reminders. In a conversation, somebody might say something, and I'll go, "Oh, yes, thank you."
Yes, definitely. And to know, it's as Julia Griffin said, to know that each of us are the answer. Each of us can make a difference, as you say, by saying thank you, by praying, by changing a negative emotion and letting it go. This guy I was talking to about his lack, and I said, see if you can visualize it going. And he said, I put it on a yacht in my visualization, all the negative emotion, and it's sailing away to the other side of the world. So I've let all my lack go and all my anger go. And I thought that was lovely. I said, oh, well, I wouldn't have thought of that, but anyway. And he said, no, it's just sailing out, to the vast ocean, and where it can be transmuted into light or something, he said. But let it go, because we are the answer, each of us.
And Elaine the numbers are backing you up, Rosemary. How interesting that you suggested this topic a week ago. Elaine saying we are in 8-day, which means taking control and letting go of emotions.
Wow. Oh, thank you, Elaine.
Isn't that incredible?
Yes. I'll make you laugh. I predicted something was not very good about the 15th of March. And about a week before it came, I said to John, I don't feel good about the 15th of March. And I was worried about Ukraine, and I was worried about the countries around the world. And I said, 15th of March is really not a good day. Nothing much happened on the 15th of March except I got stung on the head by a bee. I was in a lot of pain. It wasn't a good day for me, personally. Oh dear, Yes. So we are the answer. Each and every one of us needs to make a difference in their day. So we could set the intent and say, I'm going to make a difference today. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to feel my feet on the grass. I'm going to pray. I'm going to forgive a family member. I'm going to let that emotion go. If we make an intent of what we're going to do when we wake up, and my intent today was to love all, serve all. And I said that to Sai Baba. Please, Lord, help me love all, serve all today. So it's an intent. And then when you're cranky or that, something in the mind will wake you up. Oh, let that go. Yes. So set the intent to pray, to wake up, to listen to your partner. Because I don't know about you, Annette. So many times I'm thinking what I want to think. And I have to say, oh, I'm sorry, John. What was it you said? No. Listen. Use your exercise to feel your feet on the floor, to become aware and come in the moment, the present moment. That's all we've got. It's the only thing that's real.
Yes.
Yeah. So each one of us can make a difference, and each one of us together can bring in a new reality. It's lovely to think that.
And you're leading into a meditation, Rosemary. I can hear it.
Yes, all right. I think so. So I'll just take a sip of water, and while everybody else gets comfortable.
Elaine Ann thinks you have an amazing voice.
Oh,
wait till she
thank
hears
you.
the meditation.
It's important we get comfortable. So I've got slippers on and I'm going to slip them off. Get comfortable on the chair. Feeling your body on the chair where you're sitting and your feet on the floor. And that quietens the mind as we connect to our senses. You could even feel the moisture in your mouth. Taste it. The moisture in your mouth. Feel the clothes on the skin. And become aware of the room or the space where you sit. Hear the sounds around you. Maybe there's a clock ticking. Birds singing. Increase your awareness. Aware of the whole room. That's better. Now take a deep breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Another breath. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out, releasing any emotion stored in your body. And one more breath, deep breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Setting you free. Allowing your consciousness to expand and expand again outside the room, outside the building, outside, higher than the trees, expanding, going up, feeling lighter and lighter. Imagine you can see the ocean a long way beneath you as you rise higher and higher. Allowing your consciousness to be free, free from the toil and troubles of daily living, free, just floating, wonderful feeling of freedom and floating, higher and higher. Higher still. Lovely colours pass you by. Consciousness is out in space now, floating between the stars. You're aware of other beings floating past you. Are they light beings? Getting the word Pegasus. The image of dolphins and whales. Have I come to Sirius B, the star where dolphins and whales live? Where is my consciousness? Oh, miraculous. Floating. So light. So restful. Peaceful. Peaceful. There's guidance here. The guidance is telling us to bring the qualities back with us. Qualities of peace and harmony, goodness, and so gently we descend, bring these wondrous qualities with us back to earth. Peace, rest, happiness, coming down now, Gently, slowly, bringing our consciousness back to our physical body. Coming back. Stay with your eyes shut as your consciousness comes back down. The peace is filling the cells of your body. Feel it. Rest, happiness is flooding the cells of your body, your brain, your heart. All your organs are receiving this beautiful peace, harmony. And now the guidance is saying, we can help the earth. We can help the earth at this time by allowing the light to flow down from the fifth dimension down through the top of our head, through our body. It's also flowing all over us. And this is diamond light. Beautiful light. Diamond light. Has special qualities to show people who they really are. And let this diamond light come down your legs, out your feet, into the earth, to the core of the earth. And Mother Earth is sending this diamond light to people all round the earth so they can see their real selves, their true selves. They are love and light. But they are love and light. The ones they've been waiting for to bring in this new reality. And this light is shifting the consciousness of humanity, helping people love, helping reduce fear, hatred. And people are helping each other, hugging each other, feeding starving people. It's a wonderful new reality. And the earth is so grateful for the light that we've just brought down and these qualities. She sends back her gratitude. And her gratitude comes in the form of golden light. It's marvelous. It comes up through our feet, through the Earth Star chakra, into our feet, into our legs. Mother Earth's love in the form of golden light. Imagine it, because it's truly there. Feel it. The quality of love from the great Mother Earth. As it comes up our torso, nurturing us, making us feel loved, like a mother loves her baby. The nurture of the great Mother Earth, regenerating us at the same time, rejuvenating all of us. Bringing our bodies into alignment, so we are one. All our bodies come into alignment, receiving the nurture and the love of Mother Earth. Happiness, joy, and contentment we feel in our heart. Our heart is overflowing with joy. Goodness shall prevail everywhere. And this golden light comes up and casts up our spine and cascades out the top of our head through the soul star chakra, high in the air, flowing around us, forming a sphere of golden light, filling the room with golden light. And we send this golden light to family and friends. And they feel it. It feels so wonderful to be enriched by this love, to be protected by this love. Well, that's what it does. Protect us from our own thoughts. Protect us from negativity, from fear, from anxiety. Love does all that. Wonderful. The building where we are, in a building, is flooded with this golden light too, helping everybody. Just sit there and know we are totally loved, protected, always. Coming back, feeling our feet on the floor, body on the chair, being totally present here now. Opening our eyes, abs stretching. Yes. I'm going to tap my heart and save any changes. save the changes, the love that I felt. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Rosemary. Wow. And of course, I will remind people that if they would like to have be aware of your other meditations, they can follow the link that I have just placed again up on Angel Heart Radio.
Thank you.
All right. Carol is saying, thanks. Great meditation. Diamond light energy is indeed so active, assisting in raising humanity's consciousness. And Elaine says, thank you so much. And I'm sure, Rosemary, there are many others saying exactly the same thing. You certainly have a gift for meditation.
Thank you. I never know what I'm going to say, and I just wait, and it's given to me. And I never know where we're going to go, what we're going to do. Oh, dear.
See, there's a trust. You know that you will be guided and that what you bring through is perfect for the particular time.
Thank you. Yes, I do trust.
And that in itself is another reminder to us all to trust, especially when we feel challenged. I mean, it's easy to trust, isn't it, when we're in the flow and life seems easy. But it's harder to trust if we feel, oh my goodness, what's like you with the bee.
Yes. Oh, dear.
So, a final message today, Rosemary?
Final message is to know that you are the answer. You are the answer. You can help change the world. It's very simple. Just set the intent. Every morning, what do I need to do to help change the world today? It's simple. For me, I just followed what Sai Baba taught me, which is love all, serve all. And then I've just got to see what happens during the day and trust.
That trust, and then to be aware of how a day or an hour, it doesn't matter, works out. It's I constantly go, oh wow, this is amazing.
Yes. Yes. Your days seem to be filled, Annette, all the time with wows.
That lifts the energy for sure.
Yes, it does. It does. Yes.
Thank you, Rosemary.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. May I remind you that these shows should never replace your legal, medical, nor professional advice, nor your own sound judgment. How many wows can you bring into your day, into your life? And of course, then that's the ripple effect. It's been a joy to be with you today, and I know that Elaine Ann is looking forward to joining me next week as well. So in the meantime, make sure that you are enjoying several wows and sending and helping other people do the same. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Blessings.